Check 1, 2.
Go! Curious about real estate? Yes! Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need. Get over the fear and get started.
Hello everybody, Michael Quarles, and this is Daily Deal 12. I have with me today Gabriel Contreras, and I brought him in on the recording to tell us about this deal. Apparently, this seller didn't like us. They didn't like anything about us. They were hammering and hammering and hammering. Gabriel, what didn't they like?
They didn't like our contract. They don't.
Wait a second. They didn't like my 9-page contract that's full of all kinds of clauses and out stuff and protection for our benefit?
Well, that's correct. And then to top it off, we have a husband and wife that just can't seem to come together and agree on things. It looks like the wife is more the one that wants to sell versus the husband just keeps opposing to it, picking out the contract, this paragraph, that paragraph. Hard to get him on the phone to try to work that out with him. It's just been difficult. We've actually sent him a contract once. We modified it a second time, and now we've sent him over a revised, short version, cleaned up, new contract.
So there's motivation with the wife, but not necessarily motivation with the husband.
Correct. It sounds like the husband would rather just go ahead and go over there and supposedly make up or do some work and sell it themselves. I mean, this is just off of hearing their own conversation going on while we're on the phone with them.
And the reason I wanted to put this one up as a daily deal is a lot of people have been emailing me and calling me and asking me, Mike, they sound so simple. Is that like what they're all like? And I know that's not like what they're all like.
They are not all of them.
So here's a tough one. Hope you guys enjoy. Have fun.
Thank you for calling. This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, Ryan. This is Betty. I received your message. Hi, how you doing? I had a couple appointments, and I just got back home.
Oh, no problem.
And I was trying to check. You said something about the thing is at Tally and Tally. I want to know what do it consist of.
Okay. So I sent you a revised purchase agreement, and what it says here is in that section where we mentioned the property inspection and repairs, where it says seller warrants all the major appliances, heating, cooling, electrical, etc. I went ahead and through that whole paragraph, I put selling as is. That clarifies that part up for you, and also on the back where it says additional terms. I went ahead and added, buyer to assume all repair costs and buy the property as is. Seller will not be responsible for any repairs on property.
Okay.
So I resent that to Tally and Tally.
Okay. So that's the only one contracts we have to sign then, right?
Yes. So basically, I went ahead and we can discard the other one. You can read through that new one. It's the same thing. It's just I clarified everything. Anything that you don't agree with, feel free to cross out. That way we can sign it and we can go over it.
So it's just one page?
No, I sent you. I believe I sent you. Yeah, I sent you the whole contract again.
Oh, is it just like the other one?
It's just like the other one. I clarified on that paragraph, selling as is, and I also had additional terms on the last page, on page 9. I wrote the additional terms in there, and we signed it.
Okay, because this man of mine, he is very skeptical, and he said he wasn't signing nothing else but the as is. And he's very skeptical.
That's exactly what we are explaining in the contract, so that we are, as the buyer, we are assuming all the responsibility for all the repairs, and it does state that the seller will not be responsible for any repairs on the property. So we're taking care of that skeptical that your husband is.
Yes, he's very skeptical. He sure is. Because he had said, well, we'll just fix the house up and rent it out or put it on the housing authority or sell it through a real estate because he said he ain't signing no other papers. So I was letting you know
all
that.
All that you have is everything that is.
But everything on those other pages also was stating that, other things that we didn't agree with.
Okay, and like what, Betty?
There was things on there like it's saying if it's not up to par. Now I know you say you're buying as is, but it had a lot of things on there that he didn't agree with and I didn't agree with on there. I have to look at it, but there's a lot of things was on there that he did not agree with.
Okay.
Now, on the other contract.
Make it more comfortable. Like I said, you can, like how we do adjustments on it, you are welcome to as well. So you can cross out, if it makes you feel more comfortable to just cross it out, you can.
Okay. But he didn't want to do that either.
He didn't want to do that either.
Because he said, it could come back to hunting, and he don't want that. And my daughter, like I said, her husband is a real estate. He's financing and he's sold housing and all that.
Okay.
And when she was saying, anything you're not comfortable with, do not sign it.
Okay.
That's what
So we definitely want you guys to feel comfortable, and we definitely are very serious. I would like to know into detail more about what Larry is
speaking about.
Yes.
To Callie. Hold on just a minute.
Okay, no problem.
So some of the papers you got, like it says personal property inspection and repairs. You said you crossed that out. Termites control, termite termite inspection of the property. But I got my son, he's over there doing a little painting right now, and I bought a new light.
What page are you on right now, Betty?
Are you
on page 3?
It's 3, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, paragraph 7 I did put selling as is through the whole paragraph. Then, as it shows in the cost there, the buyer will pay for all of those costs. It doesn't say anything the seller should pay for there, so that's in the contract.
Title, insurance, escrow fees, and I saw that. But like up here said, termite inspection, and it's they have to be out in 2 months. You say if someone is in there, and I can understand that part. Let me see, and it's still what's paying the 21 for some whatever. She's supposed to be sending me that from the mortgage company, the balance payoff, and the 20. Okay, and let's see what else I saw on here.
I'm trying to follow you. I'm sorry.
Okay, on the next page, it says something about financing, because we weren't planning on financing nothing.
On the next page, we're on page 4. I'm sorry.
About financing.
Yeah, we didn't put anything there. Yeah, so there's nothing there to finance.
Okay, the existing mortgage to be assumed. Well, we got that page in it. We shouldn't even have this page in here.
Which one?
The one about he says the existing mortgage to be assumed. 4? Yes.
Oh, okay. I could see if we are able to do that. I know this is a whole contract, so it might have to be complete, but since there's nothing written in there from us, and we did sign it, then it doesn't apply. But I'll double check if we can just take that out. I'm not sure. Because because it is part of a 9-page contract. Now we might be able to just cross it out. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask.
Okay. I know about the place of the default by seller and something about default by buyer and appropriations and insurance and all that, utilities. See, this stuff right here is enough to hang you. All this stuff we got in here about the utilities. Seller shall, at no expense to seller, actually work with buyer to assist buyer in obtaining electricity, water, sewage, storm drain, and other utility service for development of the property. There's a lot of stuff in here I just do not like.
Okay, let me see if I can get it cleared up for you. Can you hold for just a second, Betty?
Okay.
Okay, 1 second.
Good afternoon. This is Gabriel.
Hi.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
All right. Ryan was telling me that you may have some questions. I'm hoping to see if I can help you out.
Okay, I got quite a few questions on this contract that we had previously, and there's some things on here we don't quite agree with.
Okay,
and,
let's go through it because let me tell you what my job is. Okay, my job is to figure out what it's going to take to buy your house. So I'm going to go ahead and work with you and get you what you want so that you can go ahead and sell your house to me. Is that a fair plan?
Yeah, well, what I was letting you have it for is not too much. So,
okay.
And I don't agree with this.
Buy it.
I know. I can understand that, but I don't want to come out on the losing end either.
Let's make it to where you now feel comfortable.
Okay. See, we were just going to pay it off, and I just was asking for $20,000 in equity and interest. But on this page, the way it's set up on this contract that I had previously, she said it's a 9-page, and she did do the as-is on one page she just sent. But then this contradicting all this other stuff that's on here, and my husband said he's not signing nothing with all that on there.
Okay.
He said he'll sign the as-is agreement, but he's not signing this other stuff.
How do you want to do this? Do you want us to go page by page, or whichever way you want to do it? We're going to make this happen for you so that we can have you move forward and sell your house to us. Okay, so let me start by seeing if what the main part of it is. Here it says the purchase price of $41,000. There's a loan on there.
Yes, the $21,000 about 4 or something.
Okay,
it might be a little more by now because they charge you interest by the day.
Okay,
so she's supposed to be sending me a payoff.
Okay, so by the end of our conversation, you and I are going to figure out how you will go ahead and walk away with $20,000 in your pocket. Is that our mission here? Is that our goal?
That was our goal. But
okay,
all
right.
We didn't want to pay nothing out of that little 20 because if we do, we are not profiting anything.
Okay. Well, let's get that to you. Let's the rest of it I really am not concerned with at all. It's all about protecting you. It's about protecting us, and it's about protecting our agreement. So whatever it takes, let's make it to where it works for both you and us. Okay.
All
right. So here we go. How do you want to do this? You got any questions on page 1? We're going to change that over to 41,428 approximately. That's why we have that choice, because we don't have an exact dollar on that payoff. No problem.
You got to send me the payoff.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mark it as approximately. Okay. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, let me see if it's on here. It's not, and what I'm going to do for you, if you go ahead and agree, is I'm going to write in seller will net $20,000. You like that?
Yes.
Okay. Net $20,000. I'm right now writing it in there. Perfect. Can you see it? Well, can you visualize it? Seller will net $20,000.
No, I can't see it. I can't see it.
Okay, got it. All right, I put on the seller will net $20,000. What else can I do for you that'll allow you to go ahead and move forward?
Okay. Let's see what else on here. On page 2. It says about additional terms and all that. Okay. Some of this stuff we don't even.
Yes. May I explain that to you? Page 1 and 2 is all about price. So realistically, if you look at item number 2, which is financing terms and price, the options are, if you go back to page number 1, you got it in your hand?
Yes.
Okay, we checked on there. It says, if checked, this is an all-cash purchase. You see that?
Let me see.
About the halfway in the page, right in the middle of the page.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Okay. So see, you have one. If you look at it, you have 1, 2, 3 little boxes. Okay. So if we check that one box, that means the other ones don't matter. We're not buying it that way. We're buying it all cash. Okay. So the rest of that, including all of page 2, other than the signature, it doesn't apply to this transaction.
And got $100 going in a deposit of escrow.
Yes, we're going to send in. Actually, we're going to send in the 41,428. But in order for we want to keep everything legal. We want to keep everything the way it's supposed to. And one of the things that a purchase agreement on a real estate transaction is that there needs to be some consideration, and that consideration could be anything. I mean, it could be $1 or $10, or maybe some states are different. So we got to put an amount on there to make the contract fair and follow the rules. Okay, so that's why we have that on there. But we're actually going to send the whole amount, $41,428 approximately.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I say, I haven't got the payoff yet.
Would you like me to take all this stuff off, the check and subjects to financing and seller financing? I can take all that off for you.
Yeah, I saw all that on there. And on this third page, talks about the termites, the inspection of the property inspection and repair. She took that all apart. Okay. The occupancy and how whoever's in there got to be out in 60 days. 5 days.
Are you living in it?
No, I have my own house. That's my rental house.
Okay.
I have my own house. I rent that one. That's a rental.
Okay. So we're doing a 60 days or sooner and to close, but we do need the tenant out before we close, like 5 days before we close. That make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, good.
That's 5 days before closing.
Now you also know that anything that is handwritten supersedes anything that's typed. by the fact that we hand wrote that selling as is, it means that you don't have to do any repairs whatsoever to the property.
But I had to start doing a little painting and a little brushing up a little bit.
Okay.
But
you don't have
you ain't finna tear it down.
Does it need to be torn down? It doesn't need to be.
No,
torn down,
I'm just saying, you know, if they finna build a big old hotel or condo or whatever over there.
No, we're just buying it, and we're, you know, we will spruce it up and sell it, and of course we're hoping to sell it for more than what we buy for it, and you know that. So. Okay. So you tell me what you want me to do.
Like all this other paperwork that we got in here, really it doesn't refer to as is. All this stuff that you're asking us to sign, it doesn't refer to the as is, and that's what we're concerned about.
Which part? We're on page 3. All right, so we're going to put right in person, property inspection and repair, selling as is, inspection of the property. Okay, let's look at each one. Okay, let's go back to page 3. Are you on page 3?
Yes.
Okay, up on top. Consideration and receipt and sufficiency. That just means we're going to send all our money into the escrow account. Closing date, we talked about that. Occupancy, we talked about that. We want to be in there 5 days before we close. Termite, okay. This termite paragraph just basically means that although we were agreeing to buy it as is, you know, we still, every buyer has the opportunity to go out and look at the property and discover what if this thing is about to fall apart.
No, it's not about to fall. It's a brick house, 3 bedrooms, half and a half.
So we won't have to worry about it. But if we go out there and we notice that it's falling apart, we need to be able to call Betty and say, Betty, you know what? We found out that this is going to fall apart by next week.
No, Betty. Betty don't live like that.
And so that's all that's saying.
Betty don't live like that.
There you go. Repairs as is, and so even if we found something wrong with it, what we're saying is we're not going to make you or ask you to fix it. All right. So you lose nothing, even if if we found out that it's sinking and it'll be underground in a month. We're not asking you to do anything. We won't ask you to do anything. We just need to be able to say, oh, Betty, you know, we made discovery that we're not going to be able to go through it because it's sinking or falling apart. That's all that is. You can understand that, right?
No, it ain't doing that, right?
Good.
It's a brick house, mainly all brick. You know, around the gutter areas is wood.
Did you ever live in it?
My family has.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Like I said, I own this house, so we live in this one. And I had, at one time, 5. We sold some of them, and we just got these 2. So, let's go to the next paragraph there. It says inspection of property, right? And that's all it says. It just basically says, hey, the buyer has a right to go out and look at it. That's fair, right? Yeah.
All right, so we're okay with that one. The next one says cost. And now notice how on that one, who pays for everything? The buyer. The buyer's going to pay for everything. The buyer's going to pay for the title insurance. They're going to pay for escrow fees because counties. I mean, you're going to end up, and I wrote it in this already. You will end up with $20,000 net to you when it's all said and done. Yeah, so we're paying for everything, including paying off that loan, as long as that loan is no more than that $21,428.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't received the payoff, but it's
going to be somewhere around there.
Yeah, the last I got on my paperwork was that amount.
Okay. We good to go to the next page number 4?
Okay.
All right. You have it there in front of you, page 4?
Yes.
Okay. The first one says agency relationship. What this means is there are no real estate agents involved. We do not represent you. You do not represent me. There's no agent representing neither you or me. That's what that says. Time for acceptance. The next paragraph talks about, hey, how much time do you folks need to get this contract back to me? And obviously we'll have to write in a new date on that one. Because that's all that says. How much time do you, the seller, have to accept my offer in writing? That's what that is, okay? So we'll put a date on that.
Oh. Well, like I said, I have to discuss it with my husband because he's very skeptical about these things.
Okay.
And like I said, he's not signing none of these other papers. Nothing but that. Hold on, here he is. Hold on. Going out.
Hello?
Hello there. My name is Gabriel. Is this Larry?
Speaking.
Hey, Larry, how are you? I was just going over this purchase agreement with Betty, and I was telling her that what we want to do is go ahead and buy your property, and figure out what will work for you that will allow you to go ahead and move forward and sell your house to us.
Well, let me ask you this question. Why did you all
What was the question? I'm sorry?
Hold on a minute. You talk.
Well, he wants to know why y'all so interested in the property, and asked it several times.
Sure.
He said you never gave him no answer.
We're not. There's nothing special about your house. That's what we do. We buy houses. We buy houses all over the country. We buy houses all over the country. We send out our marketing to thousands and thousands of people, and we're hoping that we find someone that actually wants to sell it, respond to our marketing piece. So there's nothing special about your house other than the fact that we pull up a list of properties available in a specific city, and yours ended up on the list. And what's special about it is that you are actually in the market to sell it. That's the only thing that's special about it.
Well, how did they come to that decision? Because we never had a sign up or anything.
It's just like when the pizza place sends you a coupon for pizza. They don't know that you're looking to buy pizza. They just hope that they can that you happen to be interested in having pizza that day. It's just a mailer.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's nothing fishy about it. All we did is send out a lot of flyers and see who would be interested in selling.
Yeah, I understand that.
So there's nothing tricky or fishy or special about your house other than the fact that it's owned by somebody that wants to sell it, hopefully. We'll be able to go ahead and buy it from you. But we didn't know you were looking to sell it, just like the whatever it is, the local pizza place or furniture place sends you coupons, or that's all it is.
Wow. Okay. And so if he don't sign, I can't sell a house. So
that's correct.
Really, we need to get him to come into agreement. So I can't sell it because his name is on the deed.
Correct.
Yeah,
so I'm more than I'd be more than willing to and to talk to him if he has questions, or to Larry if he has questions. Was there a reason why he chose not to talk to me anymore, or?
Because I looked at him funny because he had asked that question before, and he just threw the phone down. Come here. He said, "You got any questions?" Come on.
Hello.
Hey, Larry. Yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to figure out how I can answer any questions you may have so that we can move forward and have you sell your house.
I was finding out why y'all so interested in that particular.
Okay, and the answer is there's nothing special about it, Larry. All we did is send out flyers to thousands of people. I was telling Betty, it's just like when your local pizza place sends out a flyer advertising pizza. They don't know that you're thinking about eating pizza that night, but they just send them out hoping that somebody comes in.
Well, we not ask that because this paperwork that you send here, some of these clauses you got in here, I'm not gonna sign that stuff. Because the way you got it set up makes me look like you want me to spend a whole lot of money fixing it up, and then just turning it over to you, man. And then we gang up with nothing. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, Larry, let me ask you the most important question that I have for you. May I?
Go ahead.
Do you have an interest in selling this house?
Yep. Somebody's gonna give me what I want for it. Yeah, I'm interested in selling.
Okay, good. So you will sell it if you can get what is acceptable to you. Is that what I hear you saying?
Long as I ain't got to spend no money. Talking about fixing this, and then turn around and give it to you, and then I'll still wind up losing. Now, if I can get something saying you're going to buy the house exactly just like it is, no clause, and then we'll sell. We'll deal. We'll deal. But we ain't going to sign no stuff in there that's going to try to trap us, because we ain't going to do that. The only thing we need to do is send us something saying that the house is going to be sold as is, no clause attached.
They don't have this?
And then we go from there.
Okay, we did send that out to you. We did send that out to you, Larry, that says the house is being sold as is.
Because you're about the third or fourth person I didn't talk to about the house. Ryan, then this other lady, now you. So it's three different people that I want to buy this property. So
okay.
Like me and my wife, we're gonna talk. Me and my wife, we're gonna look at the other contract. Then we're gonna discuss that amongst ourselves, and then we'll contact you back, let you know what we're gonna do.
Okay. Bottom
line,
we're gonna
have to look at what we.
Bottom line is, you want to end up netting to you. You want to walk away with $20,000 after the loan is paid off. Is that correct?
Yeah, back $20,000 after the loan is paid off. No. Net, yeah.
Okay. Well, that is our offer.
Okay. But we'll look at the proposal. We'll look at the proposal, see what you got, and then we'll see what we got, and then we'll go from there. We'll go by tomorrow because it's closed today, and we'll go by tomorrow and pick up the contract, pick up a proposal, and then we'll look it over, and then we'll contact you back.
Over at Tally and Tally, correct?
Huh?
Over at the
we're going to Tally and Tally. We're going to Tally and Tally.
Fantastic.
Okay, but we'll look at it and see. Hold on, let me just talk back to my wife. Okay. If we got the same thing,
Hello?
I'm back.
Okay, good. All right. So we did send out a revised purchase agreement that I guess didn't get picked up yet. So
no, it didn't. We didn't know it was there either, because no one called us.
I tell you what, I'm going to do for you, Betty. For you and Larry, I'm going to make this contract really, really simple. Okay, I'm going to take as much as I can out of it. Basically, all we need to do is.
Okay.
All we need to do is spell out how much we're going to buy it for and what you're going to end up with, and the fact that you're selling it as is. Is that right?
Right. That's what's the main thing.
Okay. I will do that for you. Now, if I can go ahead and make the contract read as you want it to read, you are going ahead and selling you're going to go ahead and move forward and sell your house to me?
Yes, we should. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, he's very skeptical because he said he ain't paying. I can understand too, because I'm not going to give it away either.
It is very important that you folks understand that everything is going to be handled by the attorney, okay? So here's what happens. Here's what happens, Betty. What happens is you don't even have to trust us, and we don't even have to trust you, because we have an attorney that's working in the middle of us. So when we send this $40,000 or $41,000 plus dollars, we're not going to send it to you. We're going to send it to the attorney. Right. And you're going to be in the same position. You're not going to sign your deed and give it to us. You're going to sign it, and you're going to go into the attorney's office, and they're the ones that are going to hold it.
Right.
And so they're going to have both. They're going to have control of both our money and your deed. And so until you tell that attorney, okay, I'm happy with everything, they are going to go ahead and hand you your money, which was ours. And at that point, they will give us the deed.
Right.
So no one's going to end up doing something that they don't want to. If you decide this is not what we agreed on, that attorney is not going to give us your deed. And that's true. And same thing goes with if we found out that there's something wrong with the property or title or anything, well, that attorney is not going to give you our money until both you and us go ahead and now feel comfortable and move forward. Then you'll sell your house to us. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, so we're both protected. We're both protected by that.
Just have to, get that unreasonable husband of mine, get it in his mind, because he's very unreasonable. Because he say, "I'll fix it up. I'll get a loan, fix it up, and we can get plenty more money out of it ourselves." He's thinking like that.
The only thing I will tell you is that I am going to send a local professional to determine, the exact condition and value of it. That's the only thing I'm going to do, and that is the only reason why I would come back and say, you know what, I discovered something. But you've been honest with us. So
there's a few things like we had put like a $2,000 fence all the way around the back, and a big tree fell on part of it, so just a little part of it. But it's a brand new fence all the way around the back, but it's just a little small area.
Yeah, well, we're used to things like that, so it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, we're not going into
this. Get that, Larry?
We're not going into this blind. We realize that there's some issues we'll have to fix, and we also realize that we're getting a good deal on it, and why we want to buy it is because we hope to make a profit. So, there's no hiding.
Can you hold on one moment, please?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm back.
All right, Betty. Let's go ahead, and this was a good conversation. Congratulations on coming to an agreement with me. And I'll go ahead and send that new purchase agreement, and I'll just take all the unnecessary stuff off of it.
Please do, because he's not going to sign it. If you send that, he's not signing nothing. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's move forward. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening